Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market as we do usually on Mondays. So since the activity was not very strong on the cryptocurrencies, and after the strong collapse and sell-off and changing Fed policy or expectation on the changing of the Fed policy and spiking of the inflation again in the United States, so it's cryptocurrencies and the Bitcoin in particular was fellow victim of the sell-off on the market. And as I said previously, this just shows you what the quality of the cryptocurrency currently stands in a global market society. So this is not our view that we just would like to down the cryptocurrencies. But this is just the reality. So markets mostly treated as the secondary quality of the second quality risky asset, because it was sold off first once rumors on the more hawkish policy from the Fed had been announced. And since market currently stands in the first time of this environment, when it's meeting the changing of the Fed policy, and nobody knows how the cryptocurrency will behave in this new environment. Those of you who read our monthly reports probably remember that, as we talked about this a few months ago, that we see two major risks on the cryptocurrencies. First is unknown behavior in a new environment for it, when the Fed will start changing rate. Second is a regulation, because regulation could really squeeze everything from the cryptocurrencies and force it to do what they want. So, but this is a different story. So what we could say on the technical picture. So here on the monthly chart, nothing has changed significantly. We keep the fingers crossed with the hope that market will be able to stay above the major confidence area and confirm the bullish grabber in December. That led us to keep bullish context intact, and that led us to wait for another upward action at least to the 76. Because currently our view is that, based on the performance that we see, it really might be a kind of the free drive upward pattern with the 76 potential destination point. But for that purpose, to make it real, market has to stay above this area and has to keep the bullish trend. Appearing of the grabber, so all the better. So that will give us more confidence the market indeed could go higher. Supposedly, these lows will become our vital point, and any position for investment in Bitcoin in the nearest time on the monthly chart, on the weekly chart, we will rely to these lows. So it will become the invalidation point of this bullish context, bullish scenario. At the same time, that's what about really big picture. On the lower time frame, on the weekly chart, the negative thing stands with this performance once market hits the oversold. This just confirms my previous suggestion that probably market would go lower if it wouldn't met the oversold area here. Because a normal condition on the bullish market usually meets the oversold and shows some recovery, more or less a significant bounce. But every time when it stands in the collapse, you can see what's going on. Market stands inside, below the oversold for a few weeks, then turn down again. So here we see something else. So reaction on the oversold, very shallow. It's just no reaction at all. And once market has abandoned this level, theoretically formal level, it's again stands flat and shows no response. It makes me think that what I said previously, that probably Bitcoin will fluctuate in this range for some time. This is just, it needs to fade the momentum that has happened here. It's the same manner as it was here. Market dropped, fading of the momentum, and then reverse up. So here's as well. So currently, we do not expect that we will get immediate upward continuation here, some rally right from here. So this fluctuation also has the special meaning and very important, It's just because with this fluctuation, market confirms the lows. So as you can see here is one, lows has been formed, retested again, and then market starts upward direction. So here's might be the same. Not necessarily market will drop directly right back to the lows here, or you create the new lows, but some fluctuation in this area probably will stand. And makes me think that price theoretically could drive to the downside a bit more, as we do not see immediate bullish reaction here. So it means that market still could keep going lower. Very important will be, of course, the Fed statements. So this week really will be tough week, as we will get lots of central banks meeting, especially the Fed, and most importantly will be press conference of the Fed, because we do not expect any changes in the steps that already has been announced. This is tapering, acceleration, and so on. So this mostly priced in already. But if in a Fed statement we will hear something really hawkish, and that's they will give the hint that Fed intend to make some other acceleration or adjustment, or just they will treat inflation as high and something of that sort, that could make impact on the Bitcoin more. And this really could become the driving factor that force market to drift slightly lower. So really could happen. So that's what about current situation here. On the lower time frame, actually not many things to talk about. So for example, on the daily chart, we're still watching for same type of action. So we said this will be very comparable action. So here and here. And as you can see, indeed, market confirms our expectation. That's just turns to some flat sideways consolidation, indicating some indecision, or indicating that market are waiting for some more new information, new drivers from the Fed in particular. That's been said, on the intraday charts, we still keep watching for this pattern. We already announced this is currently cheaper to buy. This at least provides some background that or we could try to use. So for instance, market will appear at the agreement 618 support, so be ABCD target together with the 618 level. That will be much closer to the invalidation point. So this is an area where we at least could consider some chance to go long, if of course we will not get something of that kind right from here to the downside. This will be relatively gradually action, so around 45.50. This might be some background for taking the long position, because currently we think that it is not proper place and not proper time for taking long position immediately. Besides, if we'll take a look at the hourly chart here, this is not the case on the thrusting action. This is not the type of the recovery or bounce up. This is just indecision consolidation, very choppy action, very small candles, without any direction. So if you compare it where the market really start upward action, so take a look at the daily chart. What the things that we need to happen to make us think that market has set the lows and prepare for rally. Until this will happen, all the stuff that we see here, this is not the way of action that we would like to see when we intend to go long. That being said, our view currently is to wait at least for the 45.50 area, where some chances to take long position could appear. And that's actually all that we could suggest in the short term for Bitcoin market.